Hi everybody, welcome to Caketastic Cakes. It's Jen and I'm going to show you how to make the famous guitar from Disney's Coco. Now just like always, before we begin, if you see any tools or supplies that I'm using that you could use, check the link in the description below. It should be able to help you out. Alright, to make my guitar, I rolled up my gum paste, my white gum paste. I'm using those two circles you see, and I made top and bottom indentations in order to kind of combine them to make almost like a figure 8 hourglass sort of shape. I didn't want to accidentally have like two full circles imprinted on it, so I was real careful, just use the top and bottom. My white gum paste, I want to say, is maybe rolled out to be like 1/4 of an inch thick. It's not real thick, but when I held it up to my Miguel there, you see him sitting in the corner, I felt like it was too big, so I'm flattening it out and kind of doing it again, just trimming off the fat as it were. And as far as Miguel goes there, I do have a video. It's a part 2 of how to make Miguel. And I also have a part 1 that shows how to make a Day of the Dead cake, but in like festive colors, not just black and dark colors. Anyway, back to my guitar. All right. I've shaped it out. I've flattened off the top and bottom a little bit, as you see there, and just kind of made it nice and neat because it wasn't, the cleanest cut in the world, but it's forgiving. It's gum paste, so you can shape it and smooth it out to make it as lovely as you like. I'm working on the neck of the guitar here. As you can see, it's kind of like a letter T, but the top has like a square on it, and you see I took the top little corners off as well. I just kind of nipped them off. I'm holding it up to make sure it's a good length. I like the length, so I'm putting some marks on it, just lines straight up and down to kind of give the impression of guitar strings. It didn't really work that well, but it made me feel better, like I tried. That little circle there is going to become my little mark that I'm going to put the black circle of the guitar on, and also, I'm going to hang on to that little circle cutter I used because I'm going to come back for it. So I rolled out some black nice and dark, nice and thin, and cut my little circle, put it in place with a little bit of water on that paintbrush. And I kind of messed up the shape, so I fixed it using my circle there. I'm taking one last little piece of white gum paste, a long thin little rectangle, and I am putting it at the bottom of my guitar just like that. Make sure it's nice and straight, and then you're good to go. And now for the neck of the guitar, I'm going to use that same circle cutter again and take a little nip off it. It's a little crooked though. Okay, here you're going to have to forgive me. I realized after the fact that my footage of me coloring in the guitar was lost or destroyed or never existed. I don't know. So I quickly threw this together just to give you the idea. I made, with a black food coloring marker, stitch marks just all around the edges, just little stitch marks. And around the black circle in the center there, I'm using a brown food coloring marker to outline a circle around it. And then I'm trying to fill it in so it's got like little white triangles in the center. Because the De La Cruz guitar is very gilded, very decorated. And I'm trying to recreate that impression. I'm doing this part kind of from memory. All right, all from memory, let's be honest. And I messed it up a little bit, so you're going to see a difference between this clip and the next. But forgive me and bear with me. But the bottom has a skull here. It should be filled in with black with the eyes and the nose empty and left white with like vines and leaves kind of coming out of it. If you look up a picture of it, you'll see it. And as long as you get that impression, it's going to look good. Nobody's going to be like, oh, that looks terrible. Get that off my cake. The neck of the guitar, the top of it right there has like a little skull head at the top. So it has a couple little eyes and nose, and right underneath of it, you're going to want to put like little teeth just straight up and down, lines up and down, cartoon looking teeth. A few lines down the neck of the guitar, as you see. And then some more of those little vines at the top of your skull on the neck, and little vines where I'm drawing them here, but it turns out, again, from memory, as you can see here, should have been coming out from like the brown circle going around the black circle. Once you got it all set though, let it dry. Once it's dry, a little ball of soft white gum paste right there. You see where I'm putting it? A little bit of water, squish that neck on there. Let it set. You might need to support it, but once it's done, it looks really good. You got a really nice guitar. And if you make your Miguel to go with it, check it out, right? Really nice and sharp. It'll make your Coco cake look great. So thank you for checking this out. Like I said, I've got 2 other Coco cake videos that you can see if you want to make Miguel or the cake itself. Please like and subscribe because that does help me out. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching Caketastic Cakes.